All right, thanks for watching. Welcome to another episode of Masters of Breath. I'm Rob Wilson. Today we are going to talk about one of my all-time favorites, major influencer on breath practice in the West, especially BKS Iyengar. Most of you have probably at least heard in passing of Iyengar yoga. You've certainly heard of Iyengar, or certainly heard of yoga, and if you have, it's probably due in some part to BKS Iyengar. Now, Iyengar was born in the early part of the 20th century, lived to be the ripe old age of 95 years old, and was incredibly healthy all the way up until the end. You can see pictures of him in his 70s, even into his late 80s, doing tremendous asana practice, headstands, very flexible and strong throughout his entire life. Now, Iyengar was truly the person who popularized yoga in the West. He was the student of the famous Krishnamacharya in India, came through a very brutal sort of guru-student relationship, and really started because he wanted to be a healthier teenager, and started doing asana practice with Krishnamacharya when he was about 15 years old. At the time, they thought he was going to be too sickly to engage in vigorous asana practice, but he showed them all. Now, what's really interesting is his connection to the West began because he met Jiddu Krishnamurti. So if anybody's familiar with the philosopher of J. Krishnamurti, Iyengar was his yoga teacher, and then they met Yehudi Menuhin, who was at the time in the 50s a very, very famous violinist. He used to travel all over the world playing concert halls, and he attributed some of his ability to continue to play well to BKS Iyengar and his instruction. And as a result, Iyengar started traveling and teaching, eventually wrote the seminal book Light on Yoga, which if you've never seen that, even if you're not a yoga person, if you're just into understanding human movement, is an absolutely wonderful text, as well as Light on Pranayama. Both amazing and incredibly dense and comprehensive books. One of the things that Iyengar yoga practitioners are probably best known for is their use of props in yoga asanas. And this actually came about because Iyengar got in a scooter accident, dislocated his spine, and decided, hey, people who maybe aren't inherently flexible or strong really should have access to these positions and postures in order to improve their health. So he was an innovator and an influencer his entire life, and many of us owe him a huge gratitude for our understanding of some of these sort of deep and old Eastern concepts and applying them here in the West. So check out Light on Yoga, Light on Pranayama by BKS Iyengar.